Hi, my name is Claudia, and today is the day that I feel like I have one of the worst acne situations that I've had for a while. So it's not terrible, but I have a pimple right here, kind of a swollen acne one that's really hurting right now. And I think in the last couple of days I have this one and it's just gone, and now I have more breakouts like in this area. And to me, like for a while it's been really good with my skin conditions, but somehow it kind of switched to a weird phase. Maybe I'm dealing with like more stress than normal, so that's why I don't have the best skin day ever. I feel quite insecure about that, especially this one. Like when I say it hurt, it's, So I figured that maybe I want to do a quick makeup look to deal with an acne skin day. Not to conceal anything, but like when you have some of an acne situations, you want to go gentle with your makeup, maybe a light makeup look. The problem is I don't really have that routine established for me prior to this. It feels like I've been doing makeup on top of my acne days, and historically I broke out even more after that. I had like whiteheads because my pores are even more blocked. So I don't know, I don't really have a quote-unquote clean makeup look, clean in a way that is gentle and acne friendly. So I want to apply some makeup that I think would suit my skin situation today, and just to like explore the idea of, is there any good way for us to even apply makeup when we have an acne situation like this. Okay, we're gonna start off with sunscreen. I have this Everyday Go and Glow Dream Screen. This is SPF 50+. I'm gonna mix it with my Dear Class. It's an illuminating supple blemish cream, also SPF 40. I use this kind of a hybrid between skincare and makeup. This is more like traditional sunscreen to me, but like it's kind of on the verge of makeup, is because it's had this kind of like go and glow to it. This one is more makeup than skincare to me, so I'm gonna mix them together today to see if they're gonna help. Like I said, historically I observed that when I try to wear makeup on top of like a pimple or like breakouts, they got actually worse, and it's kind of like steering me away from actually wearing makeup on those days. But I don't know, it could be because my skin is already fragile at that moment, and on top of that I put like heavy makeup on with multiple layers of product, so it's just my skin reacting really and badly to that load amount of heavy chemicals. I mean, everything is chemicals, and when I say chemicals, it's kind of a sarcastic way to talk about clean makeup. We'll get into that later, but maybe because it needs to breathe during those days. So whenever I wear makeup, when I have an acne day or like a pimple, it gets worse. It's always that case. So that's the reason why I don't feel like makeup would really help me with my confidence on those days, in the expense of, okay, I'm making things worse. And hence, I don't have a makeup routine to battle acne at all. And it's interesting because theoretically, if I have acne, I want to cover it. But because I never have, I had in the past really severe acne situations that I feel like, my skin is damaged now. I'm too scared that I was gonna get a lot of acne scars. And I do have like few acne scars right here. Like I have one right here that's like really hollow and it's really deep. And I have discolorations all around my face because I had acne when I was younger. But like severely is not the case. So I have that kind of like I haven't had the worst yet, so maybe it's not gonna happen to me one day. Having said that, I do sometimes feel really insecure because I have breakouts. Not recently at the moment. I think it's weird because I moved to Australia. Like, it should be phases of me and my skin adapting to Australian environment and climate. But luckily, I didn't have those severe phases, although every once in a while I have really weird blackheads, like, not like blackheads, whiteheads. So you know, like all of a sudden you have like 5 or 6 in one area like this, in one little area like this, and then you try to pop it. I am the one that always tries to pop my whiteheads because it's itchy and I don't want it there. I rather to pop them all up, and then I use like a treatment or niacinamide cream lay over on top of it to make it heal faster. I feel like, oh, so far it has not been an issue for me if I do it that way. So I lean to that cut option without having to cover it up, because I believe covering it up with makeup is gonna make it worse. I think that's kind of my intentions when I deal with my acne face. And once again, because I don't have severe swollen, I think cystic or cystic acne, so I think it gives me a big leeway to do that. So the idea of this video comes to me like very sudden, like earlier this morning when this one I saw it, and it started to feel hurtful since last night. I think later last night I figured out like it's quite swollen, and so I think, okay, this morning I had time to want to put makeup on, but then it's getting worse. Or I could try a makeup routine that's actually acne friendly. So I just want to do this experiment. Like I said, this is the supple blemish cream. It technically could help with sebum control, wrinkle care, whitening. So sebum control, I think, is the only reason it's called blemish cream. So, but I don't notice a lot of skincare acne control the effect of this one whenever I wear it during the time that I have acne, because I told you my skin doesn't work like that. My skin doesn't have like, okay, this is a barrier, and whatever skincare benefit coming with makeup, putting on it will help my pores not blocked anymore. It's not how my skin works, but I think that's just kind of like a personal thing. Is this how I interpret my situations, or maybe it's not actually the reality of my skin, because I've never been to a dermatologist to really figure out what's going on with my skin. I just learn as much as I can about skincare, about how to take care of my skin, and so far it works at the sun level. But I think there are still mistakes that I make during my skincare journey and my skincare applications right now. So I actually want to improve it more and more, using target products for my skin rather than just apply everything I could. Yeah, technically I want to have a more precise and more efficient skincare collection, skincare routine. So I've just applied a little bit of concealer. I use my Cancer Council Sport Zinc Sunscreen Stick. Yeah, I got the tinted version. I apply a little bit under my eyes, and yeah, I'm trying to lay a little bit over the pimple, but the pimple today is very noticeable, and yeah, there's nothing can conceal that kind of bumpiness. So that's how we're gonna deal with this for now. The rest of my face looks quite decent. It's just this kind of breakout area right here, this one, and yeah, I still have like a black spot from that old acne, like a few days old acne that hasn't been fully healed and gone away yet. But I reckon, like, once again, this is my theory, if I wear this makeup, because I'm not gonna be home until quite late, like 9 or 10 p.m. today, so leaving the makeup on my face that long would in turn leave an adverse effect on my skin condition. So like tonight, I really have to focus on cleansing my skin and removing yeah, all of the makeup residues on my face. I'm gonna use cream product today. I don't know, I think powder chicks products are quite heavy, and I don't think it's a good way to go. Although I don't think creams are a good way to go either, so it's kind of contradictory, because cream is thicker, it makes my skin produce more oil, so I get more oily towards the end of the day, and the more oily I get, the more heavy my pores would feel. That's how I feel like every time I get oily, because I wear heavy, creamier, more oily products on my skin. I feel like my skin struggles to protect the deeper layer of it. So I don't know, this is just an experiment. I know it could get worse or it could get better, but yeah, this is what we do today, and we're gonna see. Like, I hope that there's a way for me to like attach a catch-up, kind of an update look. Maybe I could insert a photo. I don't think I can film like a portion of video later on in the day, because I might still at the uni, and like I said, I'm gonna be home late, so, but like, we're testing it for me, so that's okay, as long as I know. Oh, I forget to tell you what I use. This is the Australia's Dewy and Daring Bronzer. It's really good. This is the Mini Peep Balm in the shade number 3. I like the color of these two products. It's so warm, and yeah, it's juicy. It's like sun-kissed type of colors. Super easy to blend as well. And sometimes I feel like it's good because of my sponge as well. I've used my sponge for months before I throw them away. So there's a high chance that residue products and bacteria have been gathered up in my sponge. So I am aware that I have to wash my sponge every time I use it. I wash it with water and soap, yeah, before I use it. And also it's a way for me to dam it, but I'm not surprised that my sponges are the reason that my skin break out every time not every time, but like most of the time that I do makeup, and I clearly don't know better how to take care of my skin after I wear makeup, so that could be a reason. But we'll learn from that. This is actually a powder pack that is designed to strengthen skin barrier by providing protective film to the skin. It has, I don't know this word, is metacalcicide. I think it's like an extract thing that's like really helps soothing skin when you have acne. It's kind of provide like a barrier between the polluted environment and your skin. I'm not sure the whole thing, but the whole point of this powder is to help you improve your skin condition during the time that you have acne. And yeah, so far I think it's a decent powder. I have not seen much improvement when I have like big acne or breakouts. So I couldn't say for the skincare benefit of this powder, because overall it's a process for you to get rid of your breakout, right? So it's gonna take you a few days to up to a week. So I don't use this powder every day, because someday when I don't wear makeup, it couldn't count. I don't wear this product enough during the time that I have my breakout or acne, so that I can tell, oh, it's really helped. It's actually kind of a good tool in my arsenal that I could rely on and use every day, and like for specific reasons. Okay, when I have acne and I need it and it's gonna help me. So I have not tested it in that way long enough and consistently to tell that, okay, with this kind of extract, with this kind of ingredient, this is actually gonna help me improve my skin conditions. So I think this is kind of like a hope for me to, okay, it's claimed to be like that, and maybe I should trust it. But like overall, it's a good, decent mattifying powder without leaving like a white cast or anything. It's quite natural, it's quite translucent, gives me a matte finish. I quite like it. A little bit more blush on top of that. So we're gonna do a very quick look today, because we need to be quick because I need to get to the uni. I have lectures, and also it's kind of a whole vibe, like it's weird to say, but it's kind of leaning into that clean makeup beauty aesthetics. When you have acne, you should try to wear minimum makeup as possible. That's a theory, or just like a relevant thing that we have passed out in the last couple of years since the beginning of the pandemic. That kind of hygiene is the priority now, not wearing a heavy full glam face of makeup. And it has definitely pros and cons. In a way, I agree with that. The less product that you wear on your face, the better it is for your skin. It also depends on the ingredients in the product. However, the flaw is the ingredients in the product is something that you cannot control and you cannot verify. So people can claim that, okay, they put all natural, good for your skin, no harsh chemicals on your products, but like, who is verifying that? Like, are we gonna take a sample of each product in the market right now and run it through the labs and then tell you, okay, it's natural? And once again, not everything natural is good. So it also means that not everything artificial is bad, right? So what are we gonna do about it? Like, do we trust the clean beauty marketing, or do we stick with our makeup routine? On the other hand, when you have acne, we have the intention to cover it. Like today, I'm trying to cover the redness of this pimple on my forehead. Not something that I would really care that, okay, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna laugh at me because I'm a dirty person because I have a pimple. Nowhere near that, but I want to cover it because for me, it's kind of a self-esteem issue. Like, I feel bad for myself for this to happen. Not like I'm doing anything wrong that leads to this, which is very possible. That's another story, but I just want to feel better about myself. So I understand that people want to wear makeup, people want to wear foundation, want to wear a full face of makeup to feel like okay, I'm not an outcast anymore. I feel like I'm doing everything that I can. I'm putting effort in making myself presentable and as normal as possible, even though like beneath the surface they are struggling to deal with the acne situations. So it's always a double standard for us. Like every time that we think about someone wearing makeup, I think we have that kind of bias and we have that kind of judgment. I do it sometimes and I do it towards myself too. Okay, just let's do the eye look and then we can talk a little bit more about it. I'm using the Sephora Color Shifter. This is the Unlimited Mauve palette. And I'm using, I think, the two mattes in this palette, the lighter beige color and then the light mauve one. So I'm going to mix them together and just apply them to my crease. So because we have that kind of judgment and bias, it's quite hard for people to do it right in our eyes, and I think we are guilty about it somehow. Like sometimes I feel like, oh, it's quite harsh of me to, okay, this is not my beauty standard. I think people are doing something wrong, but like I don't have that level of sympathy. Like sometimes I think I'm a bit childish and immature for feeling a bit aggravated that people don't do the right thing that I believe, but like how much do I know about right thing? But once again, I have that urge to want to know what is the right thing. I think in a way it's a good motivation to want to know what is the right thing. Like today, I want to know what is the right acne friendly makeup routine for me. Just like a simple one that I could put on and get it going with the day. But like some dermatologists probably believe that if you have acne, you shouldn't wear makeup on top. You should, or like at least you should have like a pimple patch on top and lay makeup on top. But then aesthetically it's not very pleasant. It's gonna, yeah, it's an acne is noticeable no matter what. And some people would argue that the product that you use when you have acne is the most important thing. You have to use a high quality product, best ingredients that you can find, clean, natural, gentle to your skin. So there's always some sort of reason that's so contradictory and so conflicting, and you can never do right. That's what I feel like with the internet these days. I get it boils down to the fact that we have just a lot of information and everything has certain bias in it. So there's like bias, objectivity to every opinion, every fact-based information. So this is the kind eyeliner in the shade brown. I'm gonna line my eye a little bit. Is it getting more dry? No. I think it's still quite creamy. It's just I feel like my eyelids are dry today. I mean the feel of this eyeliner is the same, so quite creamy and like get pretty easy to lie on. I think it's also my level of makeup. I don't have the skill and time and intentions and passions for doing a full face of makeup to conceal my acne. So if I have that strong motivations that okay, I want to look as put together as possible, I don't want to show any spot of my acne, well then I'll spend time to do a full face of makeup, putting on foundations, full coverage, medium coverage foundation, and try to hide it. But if my intention is just want to be light and feeling good and giving myself a chance to to play with makeup without the stress of looking very, very perfect. So this level of makeup is always right up my alley. I have been doing it. I am already doing it on days that I have a good skin day, when I feel like the best about myself. So I would just want this kind of level and this kind of effort, this kind of layout for the day that I think I need something on my face to make me cross the barrier of feeling bad of myself for having acne. So it's kind of a matching up situations. One, when you have something that recently changes in your life, like having an acne, having a breakout, versus okay, this is something that I still want to maintain on my daily basis. And I don't think there's a right way to do it. I think people do it differently, and luckily we can learn from each other. We can listen to each other's opinion, we can watch, we can share ideas, we can share to each other the way that we do without forcing or imposing our idea onto each other. And I think that's a good thing. I've just used the Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade, I think Brandy Wine. Yeah, Brandy Wine. I just line my lip and I'm gonna swatch it out. I'm gonna put on top this Lily by Red Glassy Layer Fixing Tint in the shade Burn Brick. This is kind of like a lip tint. So it's gonna give my lips like a thin sheer wash color. And then I'm doing a lot of lip product today. This is my Tower 28, I think lip oil. I don't know, lip jelly in the shade Chill. It's just a little one. This is quite old. Like, I'm gross sometimes. This product is quite old. But I don't know what's the best way to do it. Maybe I should. I just have to make sure that my fingers are clean. I think they are. Like, I've just washed my hand before I apply my makeup. Very nice, very nourishing. I like this lip jelly lash lip oils a lot. I wish I can get like a full-size one or like a new one. Yeah, so that's my look today. It's a very quick, simple look, like I said. So to me, subjectively, when I have acne and this is not a good skin day for me, I want to go for the quote-unquote clean makeup look, but it's already kind of my style. It's not clean in the way that it has been marketed to be. Clean in the way that I feel like I'm not wearing too much so that I would make everything worse, but it still gives me a decent makeup-ish, but not too much makeup look. Once again, I want to wear makeup to look like I'm wearing makeup, not no makeup. I think it's a very weird statement. There's a lot of makeup in that sentence, but I hope it makes sense. So I'm not sure that this kind of makeup is gonna work for this breakout situations right now, or maybe I'm gonna get more whiteheads after I get home when I remove my makeup, but it's okay. It's an experiment. I know that I have a very consistent skin situations that is not gonna get too further, like cross my finger, it's not gonna get too damaged just because I wear makeup today, hopefully. But it's an experiment for me to know this is my prospect on the makeup look that I would wear when I have my breakout. And surprisingly, I didn't have that idea before. Like, normally I would just ignore it, but I think this is a good initiative to let myself know that it's okay. You can still stick to a makeup look that you can rely on. And I think I need more experiments with this to figure out the absolute makeup routine when I have breakouts. But I think this is a good start. Once again, I'm Cloudy, and hopefully we see each other again. Bye.